Cairn Leadership Strategies
Cairn Leadership Strategies
is the only company to combine shared outdoor adventures, gritty experiential learning, and philosophical, empirical inquiry into the science of leadership in one place.
Hey, I'm Abigail Jones.
I'm Knight with Cairn Leadership Strategy.
We take you outside where leaders develop skills, practice, get immediate feedback, and set goals to implement.
The outdoors creates an openness of vulnerability, honesty, and real consequences to force you to engage, to think deeply about how you want to show up as a person, as a leader.
Why did we start this business? It boils down to authenticity and vertical and authentic, holistic development.
I'm teaching at the Naval Academy, trying to make things more experiential, where we go to Gettysburg, we take midshipmen up mountaineering on Mount Washington in New Hampshire, and having taught leadership at the Academy and University of Maryland and seen it was missing an element, it was missing the experiential element where people would kind of be interested and engaged a little bit in class and then forget and leave and not use any of what they learned. We know that it takes 10,000 hours, 10,000 reps to become an expert, and if leadership's your life pursuit, then having opportunities to practice it in consequential but supportive environments such as exploring and being on an expedition with other leaders is invaluable. Three challenges that have impacted our ability to reach our 5-year goal.
We don't have decades of experience in corporate America, and we are younger than a lot of the CEOs that we work with.
Because what we do is so unique and often pushing the envelope, cutting edge, that people don't understand it, don't see the value in it, or are afraid of engaging with being uncomfortable outdoors.
We face a challenge in our marketing because what we do is train people to solve ambiguous, complex problems. And doing so requires us to be flexible and adaptable. We don't know exactly what challenges people are going to come up with or what the tools are going to be required to best help them. Creating a container for people to know what to expect and buy in and trust us to know that the journey is part of the process and that we are experts in our field.
What we do is so incredibly unique that it's almost impossible to describe. And if you don't understand it, you think either we're REI, taking people on outdoor adventures, or we're Cornell, giving people skills around their leadership, but that's not what we are. We also need fine-tuned operations. We run complex, multifaceted events in places where we need to manage risk, where we need to facilitate expertly, where we need to teach and create space for reflection, and having the processes outlined and clearly communicated in a replicable way is important. Number 3, we need to find the right people to be our guides, because we need people with experience leading who are able to coach and have a coaching conversation instead of just giving advice, who have the savvy to lead and guide people outdoors, but in a way that brings people into high-risk situations and allows them to go way further than other guiding companies would allow them to, so they can learn from the experience. And it's hard to find those people, and it's hard to pay those people. In the last 3 years, we have grown tremendously as a company, and 3 of the biggest ways that we've grown is, 1, in clarity. We understand better every day what we do. We're crystal clear on only doing experiential, gritty, outdoor learning for leaders. And we've gotten really clear on who we want to serve, and no longer shy away from telling people, if you don't want a challenge, if you're not trying to grow personally, to develop your character as a leader, to push through boundaries and be uncomfortable, then you shouldn't come with us. A couple things make Cairn Leadership Strategies incredible and unique. We don't shy away from adversity. We use gritty, experiential learning to help leaders fulfill their potential. And that means pushing the boundary, that means long days on the trail, it means getting wet, it means executives cooking their own meals and learning from the experience. We also dig into the theory, empirical research, and philosophy behind leadership. We don't create our own 10 steps to leadership, and we don't rely on feel-good books and ideas that don't have any action or bite behind them. Everything we teach, we pull from theory, and then we apply immediately to actions that leaders can take on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. We create community, and we value community. And not in a networking, nice little conference, we had some margaritas together way, but we sat around a campfire, we had a difficult hike, we made it through a hard climb on a mountain together, where leaders who come through our programs will be friends, will support each other, will rely on each other, and can deeply and instinctively trust each other as more than just networking.
3 core strengths of Cairn Leadership include our self-reliance in terms of the gear, permits, and certifications that we've secured in order to successfully lead weekend adventures with groups. Another is our guide core, which includes only top-tier facilitators in both leadership development and outdoor training, and push to the edge of their comfort zone, both mentally and physically, while remaining safe. Our strength lies in the high caliber of content that we deliver.
In 5 years, we want to take Cairn Leadership Strategies across the United States. We want at least 5 chapters in Seattle, San Diego, Washington, D.C., Minnesota, and New Hampshire. We want at least 30 members in each of those chapters. A CEO from New York, Miami, Seattle, San Diego, all sitting around a campfire in the Grand Canyon, picking apart, tearing up leadership theories, making them their own, processing them, and helping each other to solve their stickiest, toughest problems, both in a sense of business development and growth, but also in a personal sense.